Hello, my amazingly Roman architecture looking people. I love you all. And today, I'm going to be doing a progression guide. Not only really just a progression guide, but just an overall guide to everything in the game that you're ever going to need for Anime Guardians. Getting stronger units, getting materials to level up those units, getting food, getting artifacts, getting artifact rerolls, tree rerolls. Anything you could need will be in this guide right here. So, for the new players that are just coming in and have absolutely nothing, the first thing you're going to want to do in this game is either join the Discord of the game itself and redeem all of the codes that they have listed there, or go on Google, look them up, and redeem them from there. Currently, for the One Punch Man update, we have the One Punch Man coins and the One Punch Man banner going on right now, which is perfect for new players because any codes that are currently out right now will give you enough rerolls as well as enough currency to summon on this banner right here, which only has a 300 exclusive pity. So all it takes is 3 100 summons, which you should have more than enough for with your codes to get one of these 3 guys right here. Now, I'm just going to show here after you redeem the codes. I can't redeem them because I already have them. Basically, you're just going to want to go through these. You're going to want to not sell legendaries because you're going to want at least to have Bulma, because she is a very good starting farm. You're going to want to either get Senku right after this step or later. But from here, you just summon 3 times, you get the exclusive from the pity, and then from there, it doesn't really matter who you get because for the most part, they will be strong enough to carry you through a good chunk of the game. Now, I also recommend to use those rerolls that the codes give you and put them into whatever exclusive unit you got, whether you got Genos, Metal Bat, or Sonic. Try to get either Exodia or just a decently strong trait in general. The trait reroll place is right over here for newer players. I would definitely go for at least one of these starting traits. Do not chase Ultima starting out, but just at least go for something decent here, whether you get Exodia, but at least try and get a starting mythic trait just to help you out a little bit more. Now, after you get one of those units, for example, I'm going to use Metal Bat, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and roll a decent trait on him. I'm not going to go for Exodia or anything, obviously. Let's just go for whatever the first one we get is. Give it a second here. Well, okay. Alright, well, I guess we're using an Exodia Metal Bat. But yeah, traits are not hard to get in this game, guys. But basically, after you get him, you get any of these units, you're just gonna want to go. You're gonna want to also equip your farm. So let's just say you got Bulma. I don't know why she's naked. Don't question that. You're gonna have Bulma. You do not need gold on her starting out. Or you could get Senku if you have enough gems and he's in banner. Go for it. But you don't have to worry about that right now. That's not a big goal or something to be chasing until a little bit later down the line. Now, you're also going to start the game with Shigeru Gachi Fighter, this guy right here. He will be very good starting out. He will be a nice helper. I don't really know what he's from, but hey, he helps. So with these 3 units, you should be able to basically solo the easy version of the Chainsaw Man event right here. I'm just going to want to go into this. And using this method, this is basically going to get you far enough into the game to... Well, not get you far enough into the game, but get you Hajun or Darkness Devil, who will be strong enough to basically solo the entire game from this point on. So starting out, you're just going to want to place your farms. So right now I can only place 1 Bulma. Auto upgrade her. You're going to wait until they get up to max money. Just wait. And she should be making enough per round so that when you place your Metal Bat here, or whoever you get, you can just auto upgrade them, and he should be, whatever unit you get should be doing enough damage to basically solo the event. Now you do have to be careful because the Darkness Devil can spawn either over this way or near the front of the map. So, just have some money saved up so that you can have, selling and replacing. Also place your other guy as well here. Auto upgrade him because he can, he'll help out a little bit. But Metal Bat should be able to, especially a level 1, should be doing enough. If not, then Actually, no, you should be fine no matter what, really, because he's also going to be stacking and gaining damage, as well as the other units. They all have very strong passives themselves, and they all have abilities that allow them to deal a lot of damage to bosses. So I'm going to speed this up here, up until the boss spawns, but I'll see you guys in a hot second. Okay guys, we're coming up on the final waves. As you can see, our 2 units are just handling everything. We have a ton of money saved up just in case we need to sell and replace, but we shouldn't have to. Your units should be either built up by now, or they should just be strong enough in general. So once all the units have spawned in, pop your ability, your character's cooldown, active ability I mean, my bad, and that should have them basically kill everything on the map. And that'll be it. You should be pretty much Gucci. And once the stage is finished in a second here, they're taking 10 years. Come on, come on, come on. And bam, there you go. That is the stage done. That is 6,000 Chainsaw Man coins and 2 Mystic coins. Mystic coins will be important later. So now what you're going to want to do is either do that a couple more times, and that's basically going to be your main strat, basically just doing that stage as often as you can do it, especially starting out. And your units are also going to level up, so it's just going to get easier and easier and easier. But basically what you're going to want to use these coins for, I have 146,000 right now, you're going to want to go to the shop and you're going to want to start pouring them into the Hajun capsule first. This is going to give you tons of coins, star bronzes and star golds, which will be good for other spinning later, night market coins, which are very good for getting really limited units, rainbow potions. These are important. Here, for example, let me just do 100 of these. Let me just get 100 of these real quick. Rainbow potions are the best EXP item in the entire game. And you can also get trait rerolls, mystic coins, stat rerolls, super stat rerolls, and of course the main man himself, Hajun, who is one of the best units in the entire game and will solo almost everything. This event is the best place to get trait rerolls and stat rerolls, both of them, because you will be getting 30,000, around 30,000 Chainsaw Man coins on the highest difficulty, so that's going to be 300 rerolls easily, and stat rerolls, super stat rerolls for you with no difficulty at all. Now, after you do the event a couple times, or as many times as you need to, you open up your Hajun capsules. Just keep doing and opening these as often as you can. And then use these rainbow potions even more. All you got to do to use them, by the way, to feed units, you just click on a unit, go to feed, click on the item that you want, go 1, bam, bam, bam. Instantly level 100. It's going to make everything 10 times easier for you, and all you have to do is just continuously do that event over and over and over and over again until you open enough capsules to get Hajun. And he also, just for you guys know, he looks like this right here. I have him with the best trait in the game currently, but this is him. This is God of Universe Hajun. Once you get him, then you can then start using him in the event. You can start going up in the difficulties. Once you get more confident, you can go hard, then hell. This is where you're going to start getting really good artifacts. These artifacts are incredibly strong, specifically Cursed Book. This will be very important for the long run. And then you also will be getting 10,000 Chainsaw Man coins per run, but there's also an increased drop chance for them, so you're going to be getting 30,000 per run. Now, just continuously keep using that to open Hajun capsules and darkness capsules. These will be the best way for you to get coins and gems throughout the entire game. Lucky potions, super lucky potions, food, trait rerolls. These are stones for evolving, mystic coins, as well as the Darkness Devil as well, who's also an incredibly strong unit. Now, after you get to this point where you have both Hajun and the Darkness Devil, I would get both just to be safe. That way you have 2 very strong units starting out. Your team should be looking a little bit more like this, because you should also be getting more than enough trait rerolls at this point from the capsules to be rolling on all your units. So once you get Hajun and the Darkness Devil, start spending all of your trait rerolls into Hajun first. Get Exodia on him. Do not chase Ultima just yet until you get really good at getting trait rerolls from other methods that I will be showing later. And you can get Exodia on both, but the next big thing that you're going to want to go for is the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure units. These guys right here. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Also, you will be getting enough gems, so if you have a lot of gems saved up, go and try and get Senku. I highly recommend it. He's a very good farm. He only just now got replaced in the most recent update. You can also use the Chainsaw Man coins on the banner itself to get the Chainsaw Man units, but you won't be able to evolve Denji until later down the line. Now, next up, the main thing you're going to want to go for is, as I said, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure units. Now, you're only going to have to do this stage 6 times. This stage is quite easy. It shouldn't cause you any difficulties at all. The best way I can recommend going about doing it is there's going to be a type of point system-ish for this. Actually, give me 1 sec. I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, I'm back. I just wanted to put Senku on my team. He's the mythic. He's very easy to get, as I said. So this stage is going to start out with 2 different paths. Just start out by placing your Bulma, get your farms down. Don't worry about the enemies just yet. It's going to take them forever to get back here. So yeah, just place your farms, get them upgraded. Now, the main gimmick of this stage is that back here, every 5 waves, you're able to come back here, talk to the modifier shop, and spend yen to either get more yen per wave, deal more damage, get more when your units attack, or slow down the enemies and make them weaker. That's the real main gimmicks of this event. There are also little tiny chests like over here. Let me have my farms on auto upgrade here. These chests will spawn in. You can just claim them and you can get some extra items. You don't need to, but they are there if you just want to speed things up just a tiny bit for certain units. Now, once you get your farms basically upgraded and you start really making money, by this point, what I would start doing is just get your Hajun and Darkness Devil down, put Hajun on one side, Darkness Devil on the other, and then you're going to want to wait until, I think it's around wave 30 or wave 25, where Funny Valentine will spawn. So let's just put Hajun about right here. Let's put the Darkness Devil right here, and let's have them on auto upgrade, and we should be making more than enough per round to just completely obliterate anybody in our way. At this point, you should have Exodia on both of them, so don't worry about not dealing enough damage. It'll be perfectly fine. These units are way too strong for this event. This event is very old, but it has some of the best units in the entire game. That's why I recommend doing it. And I mean, especially Hajun. He is still meta. And after Akuto Sai got added, you can now place down like a ton of Akuto Sais and buff this guy to the moon and make him one of the best, if not the best unit in the entire game. But yeah, I'm gonna wait until what's his name, Mr. Valentine spawns. Now, also remember, just keep going back into the shop, buying your every 5 waves. So wave 25, 30, 35, 40, whatever. Come back, buy your upgrades for your units just to make things a little bit quicker, make it a little bit faster for you. Shouldn't matter. These guys have nukes that will just completely obliterate anybody that they come across, so just check for which side D4C Valentine spawns on, and all you gotta do is pop the ult for the unit on that side, and they will completely decimate them. There you go, bam. You guys have basically just beaten the entire JoJo's Bizarre Adventure map, Steel Ball Run. This is one of the easiest things in the entire game to do. It's going to keep your units, your units you're gonna get really strong units from this, specifically Pucci and Toru. Those are the 2 best units you can get from this event. I'm gonna speed this up real quick though, guys, and I'll meet you back in about a minute or so when I finish the event. Oh yeah, guys, my bad. I forgot to also mention, just keep your abilities on auto for both Hajun and the Darkness Devil, because they're gonna hit all enemies on the map anyway. But I forgot that Valentine does respawn. I completely forgot about that. If you kill him too quick, he does come back again, because this is a 100 wave event. But they're both strong enough to completely just decimate anyway. So it's no big deal. Just either pop Darkness Devil or Hajun's, and you're good to go. It's no big deal. yeah, I just wanted to add that in real quick. I'm going to now skip to the end of the thing so you guys don't have to sit here and wait the entire time. Alright, what's up guys? We've made it to the final stage. Just pop your units ultimates, either Darkness Devil or Hajun. They'll just obliterate Funny Valentine, so it's no big deal, nothing really too much to worry about. You can always just replace if you need to, so you can just sell your Hajun, sell your Darkness Devil, and just place them back here. Place your other units too, it doesn't really matter. You should have more than enough money at this point to just max everybody out. And then bam, you're going to get all of these items. It should take you about 8 minutes per run. So this is going to be like, after around 6 rounds, it's going to be enough to get all of the units, but it's going to take you a little bit. But this is the next big step that you guys are going to need for one of, if not the best support unit currently in any tower defense game to ever exist. And that is going to be Robin. Where is she at? This unit right here. This is probably the best unit you can get in this game, especially for grinding, because her passive is that she buffs bleed damage, active skill damage, as well as buffing units' range, SPA, and damage. But her main ability is the fact that when you max upgrade her, every unit you place after she's max upgraded, instantly gets max upgraded no matter what. So if you have her at full upgrade and you start placing her Hajuns and Darkness Devil, they'll instantly come in max level, like max upgrade. So you don't have to spend any yen on them. And the way to get her is through the Mushroom Rush. Right here on Mushroom Rush 1, she's a 2% drop, so this might take you a while to do, but it is the best and guys, I'm telling you, you need her for this game because she makes everything super duper easy. I don't really need to go into the stage because it's already one of the easiest stages in the entire game. It's not hard at all. You can do it in like 2 minutes. Just place down Hajun and then you're fine. He will solo everything, so don't worry about it. But next up on the chopping block is getting, after you get her, you can basically do anything from this point on, but from here, what we're going to do is we're going to do a raid. So we're going to go to raid portal, going to use, and you're going to want to do Lawless City. You're going to want to do this one. I know, another big grindy one. You're basically going to want to do this one until you get Sid. This guy right here. He is going to be extraordinarily important for soloing Sukuna's event, the One Punch Man events, the Chainsaw Man events. He's a very, very strong unit, and I highly recommend getting him. So after you do this event enough and you get him, you're then going to want to do the World Line stage for him. So you're going to want to be doing Double Dungeon 2 as his specific stage, and you're going to want to do this until you get all of his evolution items, and then after you get them, you're going to want to come over to Mob right here, and you're going to want to evolve him. I don't have him right here, I'll just use Jinwoo, but you're going to want to get all the materials for them, evolve him, and then get Exodia on him. You can get... No, I don't believe none of his Evo items are here to use, so... But yeah, basically evolve Sid after you do the World Lines for him. This is going to take you probably a day, maybe less than that, if you get lucky enough. And that's going to give you him, right here, this guy. Fully evolved Final Sid Atomic. Now, your team should be more so looking something among the lines of, you have Sid, you have Darkness Devil, you have Hajun, you have your farm, so at this point you're really only going to need one because you're going to have Robin, so just bring Senku. You're going to want to bring your Robin. I recommend getting Excalibur on her because it makes her cheaper. And this team right here should solo most, if not all of the game, but if you want to fill out one more person to this slot just to make sure you solo everything guaranteed, just do the Chainsaw Man event a couple more times, come over here to summon, and get Aki Gun Devil. This guy is nutty. He is a near constant DPS nuker, and he will obliterate a very, very large portion of this game. And at this point, from the Chainsaw Man event, if you get lucky enough to get the Cursed Book, or this Greenbone Greatsword right here, just put them onto either Aki or Hajun or Sid. It doesn't really matter which one you choose, but after you do get them, come over to Traits, go to Artifact Rerolls, and you're basically just going to want to try and roll Divine Wrath on Curse Book. Yeah, Divine Wrath. If you get Curse Book, the same goes for the other ones because it just speeds up the active skill cooldown and just makes your units spam their ults and nukes super fast. After you get that, the next thing you're going to do is come over to Yuta right here, get his quest about Tower Adventures. I don't know if I can see it. Here we go, this one right here. It's just going to be clear 40 waves in any infinite mode. So just go to play, story, use, get to the final act of one of them. No, wait, no, it's not here. My bad, guys. Where is it? Where's story mode? Anyway, you just want to do infinite, get his quest done. And after you do that, you're going to want to go to Tower Adventures portal, you're going to unlock this. And you're going to want to go to Cursed Place, and you're going to want to get to stage 30 of this. Because at stage 30, that's when you unlock Sukuna and his Megami form. Spoilers, Sukuna gets Megami. Yeah, but once you get him, he is going to be your next case into evolution to get his final form, Sukuna Heian, who is one of the best units in the entire game. Still, I got him like 2 months ago, and he's still one of the best. But to get him and his Evo items, you just want to do this stage right here, the Gojo event. And you should, with this team, you should be able to easily solo it. So I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. Go in here. All of these stages I'm doing, by the way, are very easily macroable. So you can set up tiny tasks for them. Same with the Chainsaw Man event. But a lot of the early game stuff you can do manually and very quickly. So it shouldn't take you all that long. So since you now have Robin, just place down your farms. And for Senku in specific, the best way to get Robin as quickly as possible is just get them to upgrade 3. Don't max level your farms, just get them to upgrade 3. Which is going to be the 12,000 cost upgrade. Just get both of them to that, and then that will be giving you enough money to just place down Robin and auto upgrade her. And you're basically just going to play the waiting game until she gets max upgraded, and then you're going to start placing down all of your units. They're going to come in all max upgraded, and you're just going to sit there and wait until Maharaga and Sukuna spawns. So yep, now that she's max upgraded, you can place Aki here, you can place Sid, you can place Hajun, you can place the Darkness Devil. And these guys will basically completely solo this event. You probably don't even need to do, you probably don't even need to, macro this, or even use the nukes. Of the units, they should do more than enough, but it will speed it up if you pop the nukes. Maharaga's just going to die before Sukuna can even come out because Hajun just can't get stunned anyway, so you're fine. They're just going to carry you through everything. Don't worry about it too much. Don't stress about it. This event is piss poor easy for you guys at this point. Yeah, so actually I don't even need to speed this up because it's literally like a 30 wave stage. We're almost done. So yeah, I hope you guys are liking the tutorial so far. I'm really trying to make sure I cover everything for you guys at this point. Getting good at the game really isn't that hard. It just takes a little bit of time and getting lucky with a couple drop chances. But yeah, I mean, Hajun is the GOAT, mainly because he can't take damage through his passive at all. That's what's really going to help you, because then you're not going to have to worry about the World Line 2 stage or anything like that. So yeah, if Sukuna's just taking a little bit to kill, you can just pop your ult and just instantly one-shot him. And then bam, you're going to get these Star Gold, Star Bronze, and you're going to get the Infinities and stuff like that. So just do this stage over and over and over again until you get all the materials. You can macro it overnight. You can just do it in person if you have the time. It's whatever you want to do. So don't stress too much about it. Just do it until you get all the materials for Sukuna. And then from there, just evolve them. And then bam, you will have one of the strongest units in the entire game. And at this point, you can replace Aki or Darkness Devil with Sukuna. Get Exodia on him, it's his best trait. That's not Ultima, don't chase Ultima right now. You can if you want, but I don't recommend it. So from this point, this is going to be kind of the, now you're at the stage in the game where you can do and chase whatever unit you really want. But for the best team, what I now recommend is getting the curse book, like artifact items from the Chainsaw Man event, getting just all of these, putting them on your units, and the next big thing you're going to want to do is taking on the, what do I have on Sukuna? I have Crimson Hellblade. I'm just going to put on Curse Book for this, just for the show, just for the guide. What you're going to want to do now is head over to World Boss. This is where, well, you don't have to do World Boss yet. I'm going to save that for a second. From here on, what I would do is just continue doing the Chainsaw Man event until you get enough Mystic coins to then craft the the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure units that I was talking about earlier with that stage. So from there, you'll just go to Whis over here. He's right next to the Dear Lovely Trait Lady. You're going to want to just scroll down, craft D4C right here. And you're going to want to craft Wonder of You. And also, where is he at? Poochie. This guy right here. You're going to want to craft those three. And these guys are insanely strong. They will carry you through a lot of the game. Get Exodia on all of them. Replace Darkness Devil with Toru, because this guy has the ability to just half the HP of any unit, of any boss in the game, except for the Gun Devil. He can't use it on him because the Gun Devil is a world boss. He has very specific things, but one of the most impactful units for your grinding is going to be Valentine, but I will get into that in a moment. So the next big thing you're going to want to do for one of the best teams in the game is now, as I was just saying earlier, doing World Boss. You can do this with friends, but if you're just doing this all solo, it's not a big deal. Your team is going to be strong enough to take it on. I recommend bringing, not Toru, but bringing Poochie at this point. Bring him because you're going to want to use his ability to slow down the boss and reverse it so that you have as much time as possible to kill the very strong, I think he has 5 billion HP is I believe what he has, something along those lines. He has a lot of HP. So yeah, your team should look something like this at this point. Hajun has Exodia on him. But yeah, this is how you're going to get the evolution items to evolve Denji right here. I don't have him evolved because I've been very unlucky with it myself, but to get him, there's 2 phases for World Boss. There's 1 hour, you're going to have the one where you can get a 2% drop for Secret Power, the 5% drop for the Pochita item, as well as the capsules here, coins, and you get 50,000 Chainsaw Man coins every time you run this event. So let me just run you through it real quick. I'm going to show you guys how to do it, the best strat. Macroing this is going to be quite difficult. It's possible. It's very easily possible with the team I've gotten you guys right now. So you're gonna want to come back around this area right here. Zoom all the way out. Bring out your unit manager. Start the wave up. I've gone over this strat many times already on my channel. I have a video. This is the best way to grind rerolls. Just doing this event, you're gonna get 50,000 Chainsaw Man coins per run, so that's going to be giving you 500 trait rerolls every time, or stat rerolls, or whatever you want to do with them. Or just opening capsules to get as many things as you can get. So yeah, just upgrade your farms. The reason I'm able to place 3 here is because I have Ancient on the artifact I'm using for Senku. Let me just delete one of them just to make it more realistic for you guys. Get them to upgrade 3. Place your Robin. I'm placing them in the back because the Gun Devil can attack your units from what I remember. Maybe they changed that in recent updates. I've heard people say that he doesn't anymore, but I do it just to be doubly sure. Just to make sure I do everything right, just so that there's no whims, whams, or buts about it. So now, what you're going to want to do is, once your Robin's maxed out, you're going to want to place Poochie, you're going to want to place Sukuna, Sid, and Hajun. And you're just going to want to hit Reset Universe for Poochie here, which is going to send the boss all the way back to the beginning of the stage. eventually once it actually goes in action. And you're going to want to pop your Sukuna's domain ability as well. Well, basically you're just going to want to keep spamming either Maharaga or domain. And this is basically just going to allow you to kill the Gun Devil over time. It's going to take a lot longer than most regular strategies. You see he's all the way back up there. If you want, if you're doing this manually, I don't recommend doing it manually because it's going to take forever. But you can just sell and replace your units, bring them back up here, make it a little, oh, wrong thing, oopsies. Place them up here, pop your Sukuna domain so he just does more damage and he starts killing the boss really quick. As you can see, the boss is dying quite fast. And your Poochie is going to be attacking and just knocking the boss back. And you just see how quick he's dying. He's losing tons of HP very quickly. He's not really a threat at this point. He's just going to die, yep. Your Hajun can at some point despawn during this event because he has a 1% chance to instantly kill the boss. And if you try using an insta-kill on this boss, he will like destroy your unit. Also, he does damage to your units. Like your units have HP in this game, so he will be dealing damage to them. So if any of them die, just remember you can just sell, you can just replace. It's no big deal. You have Robin, so it's no big deal replacing or anything like that. And bam! Now you just wait the next couple waves till you get to wave 50. The enemies only have like 1,000,000 HP, so they're basically like a non-threat. You don't even have to worry about them. Just place upwards, kill them, get to wave 50, and you're just going to be raking in the coins, excuse me, the items, the capsules, everything. This is where you're basically set for life in this game. Especially reroll wise, stat reroll wise, anything. So yeah, I mean, this is the end game, guys. This is where you're basically just gonna go after your favorites, because these guys are just that strong. So yep, you're gonna get these. You're not always gonna get the drops. I'm not lucky enough to, but yeah, just keep doing that stage over and over and over again until you get all of the Evo items for Denji. All you need is, I believe, 2 regular orange Pochitas, and then the 1% or 2% ruined Pochita drop, which you can see right here. Right there, you just need 1 Pochita's heart, and then you'll get Denji Dark Chainsaw Devil, who is one of the best units in the entire game. So, now that we've gotten to this point, now that you're at this point in the video, you're probably wondering, what do I do now? Well, there's a couple things you can do. It depends on what you want to go for. Now, when we're coming down to stats, a lot of people ask me about how to get stat rerolls, trait rerolls. For those, as I just said, do the Chainsaw Man event. Either do this one on Hell, or do the World Boss, go to shop, and just buy them straight up from here. Trait rerolls, super stat rerolls, right? Now, if you need food and EXP, just get the, just get a ton of capsules. Hajun will give you the best XP items. Darkness Devil will give you a ton of other items like stakes, stones, some trait rerolls, night market coins, and just you can get those from them. So that's not that big of a deal to get. Yeah, you see, look at all this stuff right here. You're getting Mystic coins and everything. This is also the best way to get Mystic coins for getting the JJBA units, like I said earlier. Now, for those of you that want to get a lot of artifact rerolls, there's many ways to get them, and there's no exact best way to get them. But if you want like a super easy method that can get you a couple hundred to a couple thousand every night, I recommend this is what you're now going to have Valentine for. This guy. This is where he comes in handy, right? So, what you want to do is you can basically just do this completely like solo with no one else, but you want to get Valentine, then you want to get, I mean, if you have the curse book, put that on him as well. Just so that you speed up his ability, because what his ability does is that it multiplies the HP of your base, which is going to make it reach absurd billions and billions of HP levels that the enemies just can't outscale, and they'll just die upon hitting your base no matter what, right? So you can bring him. I recommend just bringing a farm. and bringing Robin. And then this is all you're going to need. So what you're going to do is go to play portals, and then tower adventures. And you're going to want to do the Lost Ancient World to get dragon points and behelets. This stage you're going to want to do manually up to around stage 20 to 30. So you're going to want to do it manually up until those points, because after that point the HP of your base will increase every floor that you go up. That way Valentine will eventually get to a point where he just multiplies the base's HP to a point where on the first one you will not die no matter what, and then on the second one you're just guaranteed to win. So I'm going to show you guys how it's done real quick. It's easy. It is one of the easiest macros for this game, and you can get a lot from it. And this is also very good for wanting to evolve the One Punch Man characters, because the One Punch Man characters take food to evolve and trade for, which is weird because not a lot of other units in the game require that. But nonetheless, it doesn't really matter. So basically, you're just going to want to sit here, wait until you get enough to get Valentine, place him here, click on him, do dirty deeds done dirt cheap, and then as you can see, my base now has 89.1 million HP, and after 20 seconds, dirty deeds done dirt cheap is going to activate again, and then we're going to reach up to like a couple billion HP, and then you win, because the enemies do not ever get enough HP to even match that. Watch this right here, watch. And wait until it activates. It's gonna take a second, hold on. There you go, bam, 4.5 billion. You just won the stage, that's it. That's all you gotta do. That simple. You don't even have to beat the enemies. The enemies will kill themselves. You know, I'm not saying that in like a suicidal way, like they're genuinely just gonna run into the base and die. They're just gonna run into the base and die, there's nothing they can do. And then Funny Valentine's just gonna keep on activating until you eventually reach the HP cap for this game, which I'm pretty sure is like 100 billion, I think. Yeah, 100 billion, there it is. Now you just win. You just win. It's as simple as that. It's just the easiest way to macro and beat the stage. All the enemies will spawn by wave 15, and now you just kind of sit here and wait until they all reach the end. It's just super simple, super quick, and this is going to be a really consistent way of getting artifact rerolls, because every time you do this event, whatever floor you're on, I'm on floor 220 something, I'm going to be getting 220 dragon points from that, which is going to be like 100 something artifact rerolls, and then it takes like 5 minutes maybe to clear this event, so you're going to be getting like a couple hundred to 1,000 artifact rerolls per hour that you're doing this, which is plenty, because most of the time you're not even going to be going for ancient on a lot of the artifacts. You're going to be going for the lower, easier to get rarities that are just 1,000 times better. But I'm just going to back out of the lobby for this one, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch the whole thing. But yeah, that's all you're really going to be using Funny Valentine for. He kind of sucks for everything else, but he's perfect for that. Now, that's basically going to get you all the main materials you need for this game. That's also how you're going to be getting the ramen and the little rainbow balls that you're going to need to craft the One Punch Man units. Oh, also, the Ragna capsule. I almost forgot to mention this. There's another capsule in here on how to get Ragna. If you want to get Ragna, go for him. He's a pretty good unit. He's a good stunner. He's not all that good anymore right now, but you can get him if you want. If he's one of your favorite characters, go for it. He's very strong. You can also get the VIP Game Pass for free from this event. So that's just a free Game Pass. This is also another really best way to get Mystic Coins. Probably the best in the game, next to the capsules. This is how you get the stakes. This is how you get the ramen. This is how you get the night market coins. You can get trait rerolls from here too, but I just suggest getting these from the regular Chainsaw Man event. This is how you get Dango. Dango, you need 250 Dango per One Punch Man unit to get. You're also going to need 100 stakes, 100 ramens for them, so this is the best way to get those. And artifact trait rerolls as well. But just remember, you cap out at 10,000 dragon points and behelets every single, you can't go past 10k. So don't AFK for like a whole 24 hours and expect to have a bajillion of them, because you won't. You're going to be wasting a lot of the ones that you can get. But You can also use those behillets over here by Griffith at the Void Room. You can go to Sacrifice, go to Shop, and you can get Festival Coin Potions, or just these potions give you either discounts on event items, give you better capsule luck, give you twice as many coins for 30 minutes, give you better luck summoning. You can get Guts from here, he's okay. This is another place to get artifact tree rerolls and super stat rerolls as well. And another good spot. Oh, also, if you want to get really easy rerolls as well while you're summoning, you can come over to Albedo over here, and you can just kind of, you know, select certain units, and then you're going to get rerolls for them. So every secret unit gives you 25, so if you have excess of those, bam, that's 100 rerolls for 4 units right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But yeah, this guide basically up to this point is how you get almost every item. To get the antique earrings, a lot of people keep asking me on how to get these. You get these from the gates that spawn every 20 minutes. Originally, the way I got them was through the summer event, if I remember correctly, but they have changed it so you can get it through the gates that spawn. And yeah, basically everything from there is yours for the taking. Skins, you get skins as well from over here at these 3 guys right here. If you want to get Rukia, if she's also your favorite character, you can just spend gems to get her here. She's very easy to get. There's also pretty okay artifacts here for starting out. For me, they're fodder, but they're there. The Kefka wheel spin, you can get alien coins here. Kafka parts to get her. You can get her as a general. You get trait rerolls, artifact trait rerolls, super stat rerolls, regular stat rerolls, more traits, everything. And you just need to get the golden coins, which you get from the JJK event over there when you're grinding Sukuna. Same goes for the skin wheel over here. It just takes the bronze ones. You get that from the same event. Gives artifact rerolls, super stat rerolls, and trait rerolls. So there you go. That's another way to get them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I've been burping a lot. Sorry about that, guys. Oh my goodness. And also, at this point, also check the battle pass and claim all. You'll have enough kills and points in general to get Yuta. He's okay. I don't really recommend getting him or like focusing too much on him. He's not all that good. But yeah, you know, he's there. He's there if you want to get him. Now for those that are curious about tournament mode, this is just a mode on how to get Boros. There's really nothing else to it. This is how you get the coins. This is how you get Boros. And now you can also compete in ranked to get the highest time to win some kind of leaderboard prize that you can get. You get special artifacts. Look at that. Secret unit special artifact that they still haven't shown it all yet. But hey, look at that. Perfect for you. But yeah, in the shop here, you can get unit capacity, which is brand new to the game. They just added this. And awesome borders for your units. I don't have any yet, but they will appear here. It'll just make your lineup look a little bit cooler. But yeah, now for the main new update. You're just going to go up to Garo right here, the One Punch Man event, and just do the specific stages for each one. Whatever unit you're looking for. Wagri, I recommend going for her first because she is the best farm unit in the entire game, as well as buffer. Then I would either go for Blast or Garo next. Blast is by far the strongest support you can get in this entire game. He can bring units down to a negative cooldown. A negative cooldown, which doesn't make them do infinite damage, but it makes them attack every 0 seconds. So their DPS is going to be crazy. Same goes for Garo here. He's just an insanely strong unit, one of if not the best unit in the entire game. For me, he solos everything. Same goes with Boros. Saitama, I'm sorry to say, but he sucks. He's not all that good, guys. If y'all came into this video hoping to get Saitama, he's just not that good. He's not. And then there's Akutosai. He's a very good buffer. He's the guy I was talking about that makes Hajun broken if you place enough on him. Don't be like me and waste time getting an Ultima on him or an Exodia. Get an Excalibur on him because you can get more placements of him so that he gives even higher buffs. So yeah. You guys have any more questions, please let me know. I will answer them in the comments. But this is basically a go-to guide to get everything in the game. yeah, I mean, you get artifacts from here, rerolls from the Chainsaw Man event, stab rerolls from the Chainsaw Man event. A lot of the stuff just comes from the Chainsaw Man event. And if you want some more artifacts for units, go to the worldwide and do Linxian Yard. And this will give you some pretty good artifacts. I'm still working on getting the yen one because my drop luck is terrible, but yeah, I hope this helped you guys. I hope a lot of people use this. And once again, thank you for everything. Join my Discord down below. There's people in there that can answer your questions. I can come and help you if I have time to. And yeah, have a great one, guys. I hope this helped a lot. And see you next time when I do a long stream of getting completely gutturally ripped apart in Anime Vanguards. Oh man.